He said he's going to go through some work today.
Yeah, he's going to go through some work, take some grounders, I think, on his knees, and I'm not sure if he's going to, if he's going to be hitting or anything like that, but it's a positive.
You beat the Yankees 18-2 with half your team out after beating them in the World Series. Do you have the number?
No. I think we've had their number the last couple of nights. But today's a different day. We'll see. We got our guy going tonight, and so it's going to be fun. I feel good about where we're at, and we have some familiarity with Yarborough. He's got a good changeup. He's a tough competitor, so it should be a good one.
Saw Noah Davis in the clubhouse today. Is he here to be?
Yeah, we're going to activate Noah, and then we're going to IL Luis Garcia. He's got an adductor situation. He was covering first base in Cleveland, and so we'll backdate it a few days.
How close are you to getting a couple of those relievers back? Some Kopech in particular.
Kopech is going to he's going to throw today, and so the hope is if it goes well today that we'll get him back sometime next week. So he'd be the first domino to fall.
And Yates, how close is he?
Kirby is he's feeling well. He's going to throw another bullpen the next day or two, and hopefully next weekend is something that we're kind of keeping an eye on.
Will he need a rehab assignment at all, Kirby?
I don't think so. I think we're going to do a simulated game this week, and then if that goes well, then we should be ready to move forward.
When you were talking last night about facing the Yankees, maybe just kind of serving as a reset for you guys in some ways, like where do you kind of see that? Has it just been in the intensity and the focus of the at-bats, just kind of the all-around way you guys have played this weekend? Like, where is that manifest?
I think all of the above. I think that when you face, when there's kind of expectation coming into a series against a really good ball club, no player, no team wants to get embarrassed. And so I think that we were, like I said yesterday, we were playing sort of middling baseball. And when these guys came to town, I think that we ramped up our focus on approach, just the intensity, and it's fortunately, showed.
It came out after the World Series that your team was very confident about the World Series from the Yankees, and I guess there was some advanced scouting reports that noted some flaws in their team. You're beating them pretty handily right here. What are the team's thoughts on the Yankees?
Well, I think that they're considerably better defensively this year. I think they have a lot of depth, and it's a good ball club. Obviously, losing Garrett is a big loss, but it's a really good ball club. And obviously, the way Judge is swinging the bat, it seems like he's always looming, But we played well the last couple of days, but it's a really deep club for me.
Dave, when Judge hit that second home run last night, it's like the TV camera kind of showed you kind of shaking your head in disbelief.
It was more disbelief, and I felt okay with it. Apologies to Stratton, but I like watching superstars, and trying to leg out a double, on a rightfully so earlier, and then to hit a homer and not give away at bats. It's just, I just appreciate great players, and so I was okay with giving up a solo homer right there to watch him. Yeah.
Doc, in all due respect, the show you do is almost as equal. The numbers that Judge put up for the first 2 months of the season, when you looked at those in this day and age, it's pretty incredible.
It's really incredible. The batting average, I can appreciate the slug, I can appreciate the on base, but the batting average for a right-hand hitter, that's something that really stands out to me, and it just don't see that. So he's obviously, he's one of the top 1 or 2 players in the game.
He's hitting 154 points higher than the major league average.
Yeah, again, it's
an era where you're facing like 5 or 6 pitches a game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dave, when you look at backs over the last 15, 20 games, whatever it is, how much do you think of his success has been more approach rather than mechanical?
I think it's been both. I think I would actually say that he certainly got the glasses, so it's probably helping him see the baseball a little bit better. I think the mechanics, the swing is much better, it's shorter. I think he is, with that, I think he's not overstriding, he's not getting too long. The approach part of it, I think that he is taking balls, swinging his strikes. I think his walk to strikeout is 1-to-1 over the last, call it 30 days, 30 games. He's using the whole field, which I haven't seen him do since 21 consistently. And then he's keeping the ball fair, which he did yesterday. So those are things that speak to the mechanics and also the approach. So it's a combo for me.
Dave, how would you describe Yamamoto's evolution since he first faced the Yankees almost a year ago in New York?
I think if you had to look at one point of, where it kind of flipped or gained some momentum was that start in New York. And although he went on the IL after that, that's where I felt that on the biggest of stages he performed. And so I think that's something that I look back and that's kind of where it kind of took off for me, for Yoshi.
And then when you have a player like Kiké who's able to step into that pitcher role, how much does that help alleviate things for the bullpen?
It's great. It's great. I mean, I saved Stratton an inning, and if we need him for multiples tonight, he could do that. Whereas if he threw 2 innings, then he might not be able to do that. So it's certainly not an insult to Aaron or the Yankees. It's kind of the constructs of the game. But Kiké loves. It was a national televised game, so he got to put on his helmet, pitch an inning, and so he's happy. It saved our bullpen, so everyone wins.
Have you ever had a more willing position player?
No, absolutely not. Him and Miguro fight all the time, but I guess the helmet won out yesterday.
Dave, when did Yarbrough get his ring?
I think he's getting it. Shoot, I wasn't there, Eric, so hopefully they gave it to him today so it can kind of distract him, but I'm not sure. But I know it was sometime this weekend.
And just in general, in those different cities, or maybe someone's coming in here, do you sort of enjoy those little like mini reunion type?
I do, and I wasn't a part of this one, which I really enjoy, Ryan. So I didn't get a chance to say hello to him, but in general, I love those little kind of reunions.
Dave, what kind of confidence does a game like yesterday give to Landon Knapp?
I think a lot. Certainly, he just kind of hangs in there, and even a few starts ago where he was scuffling early, but then ended up getting to 106 pitches, something like that, to save the pen. I think that was telling. So, just to know that he's capable of more, I think this has been good for his growth.
Does he get an extra day next time out? Or
No, all these guys are going to go on regular now, so we're not going to slot anybody in.
Until the weekend for Yamamoto?
Correct.